Well, it's that time of night, guys. It's time for the long form. So what we're going to be doing for you today is a rant into a Monoscene. For those of you guys have been to Rant before, you know what a rant is, but this time we changed it up a little bit. We're going to be ranting about a location. The location is going to provide the setting for the Monoscene. So we're going to need... No, it's a non-geographic location. That's what we're going to need from the audience. Chuck E. Cheese. That's a geographic location.
Submarine.
Lower. Hogwarts.
Treehouse.
A little Bob.
Treehouse.
Yes.
We're going to a treehouse.
So as a child, I wanted what every child wanted at one point is a treehouse. But my father worked a lot and didn't have that much time. So one day he was like, "Pat, we're going to get you a treehouse." So we went outside and he built me a triangle between 3 trees. And he helped me screw it in and had a triangle and then some boards after that. And that's the only treehouse I ever got, was a triangle between some trees, unfortunately. So then I never really gave up my conquest for a treehouse. Decided later on I was going to build some. I just decided I was going to take like plywood under my deck and just stick it on both sides.
I too also always wanted a treehouse, as most children do, because they're just awesome and they're like a little hideout for you to chill, you know. So I never had a treehouse. I didn't really have a tree in my backyard for a house, so I never made a treehouse. But there was this one time when my friend and I went in our backyard. We got everything that we could like bring outside that wasn't like plugged into things, like board games and stuff. We went to my backyard, we found like a little cave-ish area between some bushes. And it was awesome. It was the coolest thing ever. And we chilled, we hung out there for like hours on end. And then the next day we went back and everything was gone. Everything was taken, all the board games, all the food, all the snacks. And it crushed my heart. Really crushed my heart. And I had nothing to do.
Also, I really wanted a treehouse when I was a kid. Surprise. And I got one if you count like a piece of plywood nailed to a branch in a treehouse, which is what my father and I did together. But what was really cool about it is I made these little like paper targets because with one of those like school fundraisers where they just have all this like useless crap in a big what's it, like the Macy's the catalog. They have like it's sent home like a big catalog of fundraisers for schools. They have like and if you sell enough, you get prizes from your school. Anybody remember that? Did anybody do that?
Yes.
Okay, all right. But so I got them, and I got this marshmallow gun. So I made these targets for myself in this tree that had a piece of plywood on it. So I could shoot this like really shitty marshmallow gun.
I never actually wanted a treehouse. Outside of like 3 45-minute sessions of asking my parents for graphing paper so that I could like try to lay out this thing that I was thinking about building on like a stump in our backyard. The stump was like 6 feet tall and it wasn't a good stump. It was going to be rotten in like 2 years. We would have all died from like a 6-foot fall because we were small people. But yeah, and like we had this whole layout. This is like 45 minutes of planning once by accident with my cousins. We were like, I don't know, eating dinner or something. And we said like, yeah, we should have like a tunnel that we also build to a lower, just like a regular house level. So that shows you our aspirations for a tree house, which is a house on the ground.
My second attempt to make a tree house, it was just me and my Indian neighbor Kartik, and we just had some sticks on the ground. And we were just playing with these sticks, and our other little neighbor comes over, and he's like, "You guys are doing a good job. You should get paid for that. Let me give you $20. And we're like, we can't take your money for not doing anything. He was like, "Okay, how about a quarter?" And I was like, "Sure, if you want to give me a quarter, you can give me a quarter to build my own treehouse. If you feel like it." He's like, "Okay, I'm going to go home real quick and get the money."
So years went by, and at this point I think I was in high school, I was growing up, and I was hanging out with the same friend that made the tree club area with me, and we decided it would be a cool idea to go back out in my backyard and find the little cave. So we went out there, and it was so not cool. It was like 5 years later, and it was just amazing how my memory of it just changed completely. And then we started talking, and then we started realizing of how many things that happens with, like, so many things are so much cooler when you're younger than they are when you're older.
And
There's just so
it seems like anyone that builds a treehouse, it's not nearly as cool as as like what you imagine it to be. Like I grew up with Kids Next Door, that cartoon with like the giant, there's like these 5 kids in this like gigantic treehouse with all this technology. To like battle high schoolers or something like that. And it's like it's never gonna be that cool. Any treehouse that anybody makes, it's designed to fail.
So the kid never came back, but I did get a call. The kid's mom called my mom and said I asked the kid for $50.
So our imagination is unfurled before us, and what we had was a treehouse that we never thought we were going to affix to the stump, and a house on the ground with maybe some stairs in between them. I don't think we really thought that far ahead. I quickly lost interest in that once I discovered that a PlayStation 2 was only like $200. So that was fantastic. That changed everything.
So after that, we decided to just continue doing things that we used to do when we were children and see if they were still cool. And none of it was. For example, we went and played a game of Uno. It was not nearly as fun as it used to be. We went and played with those little things called crazy bones.
This same kid told his dad that I tried to shoot him with an arrow. He literally found an arrow I shot into the air and lost like a month before. And his dad was like, Patrick, just try to kill my son.
Imagine uses of a treehouse though after you grow up. Like once you're in high school and like sneaking out of the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, don't you just sneak out, just gonna go to the treehouse. Or like you could hook up a television in there. Like
It turns out I was 12 years old when I realized that video games beat the outside, like at everything. I can fly in those.
It's cool though, I got back, I used to sneak into their hot tub when they were home. So.
And at that point, I realized I was no longer a kid, and I had grown up, and everything was so sad.
Man, John, it's been years since we've been up in this thing. Come on, let's go check out how it's been.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Remember we used to play with this box all the time?
Yeah, wow, it was just a cardboard box.
Oh
It's like
my
almost rotten to pieces.
Gosh! I remember it being like a spaceship.
Oh, look at that asteroids poster, the video game.
Oh
We had that up there.
gosh.
This is, wow.
Jesus.
Oh, remember that kind of, this is the cushion from Mom's old car that we used as a couch.
Oh my god, we just took it out and never told her.
Yes. You guys up there?
Yeah, we are, come on up.
Hey, come up. Wow. Yeah. I got grounded for like weeks because of that.
What the hell is this thing?
What do you mean, what the hell is this?
This was our childhood.
This is our freaking childhood, man!
Listen,
Appreciate
we only became friends after high school, you with the 2 of us.
You
so
wouldn't
you
get
didn't
it.
understand. But we spent, Dan and I, man, we spent hours in this thing.
God, it felt like years, man.
I wish I could punch through this wall.
Hey!
Yeah, we were in 4th grade when it got built. so-
Alright? Old plywood. Hey, you're so strong. I can punch through old plywood.
Yeah, but you didn't have a treehouse this big.
Yeah, I bet you did it, huh?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I had a house. and parents that love me.
We had our imagination. We had adventure.
Yeah, I had an imaginary dad and mom that loved me.
You know what you sound like right now?
No, tell me.
Okay. It's Gus, and I didn't have parents growing up. So I sat in a treehouse that was rotting before I even got in it.
Yeah, so funny that my parents just disappeared and were taken by aliens. I think. Debatable.
That makes sense. Well, it's pretty spot on, though.
Yeah.
Man. You remember in 4th grade when they had the fight about both liking Cindy Johnson?
Oh, Cindy Johnson. What beautiful hair she had.
Yeah.
Dan, did these windows open?
Was
No.
that
Who is it?
Cindy Johnson!
Come up, Cindy. Come up. Come up, Cindy. Yeah, come up here.
It takes me a little longer.
Cindy. Wow. I haven't seen you since
Dave!
school.
Oh, you cut your hair.
Yeah!
Wow, you did like the whole pixie cut thing.
Yeah, I just shaved it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cindy, you don't know me.
Oh yes.
And we're actually going to try to keep it that way for as long as the conversation.
This is what you were. And blind.
All right.
Okay, that seems a little cruel, especially since she's right in front of you.
We're older now. We're adults. We're gonna get out and just say it. We used to have.
The biggest crush on you in elementary school.
And we don't anymore. Trust me. Yeah. It's long gone now. Trust me. I would not ever have a crush on you now. I mean, even thinking about having a crush on you now would just be absurd. Because honestly,
Well, Gus, I have some bad news then. Gus, I was very mature for my age. As if my parts worked already. Gus, I have your child.
what? I didn't. I saw it online.
We were in 4th grade!
He had really cool binders and folders.
There's bigger problems here. I have a freaking kid running around. What the hell's going on?
It's fine, he's in the car. Roll the windows up so no one can get to him.
I can see the grass.
Oh
I can see the grass through the floor. You got a rock or something? I want to hit this kid.
Gus, I have some more bad news.
Oh.
You know, you're about 20 years late on child support. And well, the lawyer, they gave me the treehouse. They gave me the treehouse and all your memories.
I need to sit in my box.
That's mine, okay.
Okay, well, let me get this straight. So brushing past the I thought physical impossibility of getting someone pregnant in 4th grade.
I was mature, and so was she.
Antibiotics in her food.
You're here now to tell us that you're taking our childhood?
The memories of them.
You know, how? We haven't seen you in years. Right, Gus? Am I wrong about that?
Well, Gus, remember that one time when you ran into me a couple years ago?
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, we have another child.
I didn't even put it in for long.
That's all it takes. I'm super fertile.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but does anybody know what kind of hornet's nest this is?
Oh my gosh. No.
Cindy's problem. No.
I like her. I like her.
Well, then take her and take my damn kids too. You know, I haven't even met them yet. Doesn't even count. How do you know?
Okay, I liked you over there.
We need to solve this somehow.
Alright, you're right. So it's a nice nostalgic walk through.
Oh my God.
After graduation, we're all adults now, just revisiting our childhood one last time, and this is...
Okay, I can punch through the wall.
Alright, we already told you we were 4th grade when we built this!
I'm heading out. Well, only when you guys get the kegs.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I'm not unreasonable. I won't take everything from you. All I really want is to be allowed back in. You have to take down the no girls allowed sign.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you two to deal with this. I need to go...
I might have a third child.
get a drink.
You do have
Are you just gonna keep telling me every 5 minutes that I have another child? What were they, twins, one of them?
No, I cloned the first two. It's science these days. I don't know, Gus. Getting back in here sure reminds me of the old times.
Yeah. Me as well. But no.
The fourth. You're right. I wasn't. So we're doing this?
Listen, you know, wow.
I know. picture it yet?
Oh my god, you have to see this effect on Instagram.
You can make him spin. Gus, I'm thinking maybe instead of getting all this stuff, what if we
Mom!
just move back in?
Oh, Mom!
Oh,
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to meet my child.
Gus Jr.'s calling. You got about the time it takes for him to climb up, start climbing.
Is adult time over?
Yes, adult time is over. The nipples are out.
What?
Gus Jr.,
Hey, Mom.
I'd like you to meet your father.
Oh my gosh.
I've never done this. Do we shake or do we?
Oh, you smell like me.
It's the pheromones. I don't know science these days.
So you know what I was thinking? I think it would be better for all of us if this was just like a one-time meet and greet.
I was thinking something else. I was thinking we all move in together, and you support us for the rest of our lives, and I won't take all your shit.
I mean, that sounds like a great idea. I prefer option A.
Well, get the fuck out of the treehouse.
Can we just pretend like this never happened, like you never came back up here? Can we just shove him back in? I mean,
I have tried. He's too large by this point.
why'd you wait?
I was busy. There's jeopardy on.
So what do you do these days? Are you making any money? You obviously need me for money. That's why you came here, and you're asking me for money and support. So what do you do?
Well,
Watch Jeopardy all day?
I mostly clone my children.
Did someone punch a hole in this wall?
I've got a great idea.
Let's hear it.
Do you still know how to clone?
Well, I mean, it's been a couple of months. Yeah, I know how to clone.
See, I'm a smart guy. You know, I get things done, and
Yes, you do.
I say you go ahead and clone me. You take my clone with you and go on your way.
Well, that sounds like a great idea. All we have is these treehouse supplies.
That
I
looks
mean,
like
some rotting cardboard, a hole in the wall. I guess it can be done.
this place used to be, you know, really nice. So I think if we did a little work on it, it'd be a great house for you and your 3 children and my clone.
Okay.
You know, the box can move over there. Little play zone for you guys.
I'm 14.
Use your imagination, kid. You know, maybe a little refrigerator over there. Maybe like a little couch bed. You guys go to sleep on. And
Pull out couch.
listen, don't have all the money in the world.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What do you say, huh?
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah? So how does this work?
I need a sample. No, it's just for shaking.
Oh my!
Yep, your hand.
Wow!
I'm gonna take this and stick it in a vat. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I guess if that's all I gotta give up to get away from you.
And your left nut.
Now, why did you have to do that?
I can take the right.
For some reason, none of this hurts that much.
Science these days.
Well, now that I can no longer impregnate you, say we give it another go.
I'm here.
Turn around. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Why don't you go look out?
Wow. Well, the curtains don't close anytime soon. We're gonna have to put on a show for everyone. So. might as well jump on in. Oh, yeah, you love playing with the box.
Imagination.
Tonight, if you liked what you saw and maybe want to try doing it, we're holding auditions next week, Monday and Wednesday here in Perkins. You'll see signs around. So we hope to
see you there.
See you
Also, on September 15th, we are planning on having a little workshop for any of you guys who want to just come and try out some improv and have some fun, because this is a ton of fun. And we'll just have fun and do it in front of each other, and you guys will learn things.
Yeah, so watch out for auditions next week, and September 15th we have a workshop. Thank you guys so much for